to any lawmaker. They are there at least a civil servant.
Yeah,
right?
they're just in the legislature.
Yeah. So when a legislator lose election, go and come out, they are there. They are stable to support the legislature. But I can tell you a disconnect between the elected official and the civil servant in the legislature.
But my point is, even those who work directly in the offices of these lawmakers still need to be trained. Research, skill, and all that, because I do believe that a more sophisticated lawmaker, a lawmaker that will have authority over, presentation in plenary, is a lawmaker that has a very sophisticated staff, right? Whether you have somebody to do your research for you, you want to trace some documents and understand some document before preferring on in plenary, they also need to be trained.
Yeah, they are asked to do some training for them. Few lawmakers reach out to us to see we train our staff. And if you want to do a profile of the staff they have, they'll tell you, hey, these are the people that are running campaign for us. We can't get them out. But if you want to succeed, you cannot have a high school graduate serving as a special assistant because they voted for you. You need one or two technicians to help you. So at the end of the day, the legislature they can't even write a report, right? Because record keeping, research, and documentation is a problem. Even for the 54th, for the leadership of Dr. Bova Chima for 6 years, there are no report on the legislature in terms of what they are doing. I went to Ghana. I went to the Ghanaian Parliament. I will see an annual report of legislature from 1950, 1951, 52. If you go to the legislature, it's a problem. So at the end of the year, or the end of the 55th or 54th, there's no documentation about what it did. It is Senator Pro-Tem speaking. She get free information and read it all. There's no documentation. You can't find anywhere. So it's a problem. The country need to start to document. So when you go outside there, like the president going to address the General Assembly, somebody write a speech and give to him with all facts, right? Nobody documenting, nobody putting together a report. He just write good speech and read and leave from there. We need statistics about number of students in school, number of female, number of drop off. That will help the people up there that want to help you. But just work, you say everything okay, then who will help you, right? We need statistics to be able to help us make decisions based on fact. Now in August, budget preparation started. On what basis are we going to do the budget? I know I've been watching social media. There are local governments start going NEMA. They're talking about electing a local chief. What the role of the LBS as the national broadcasting system? There are county development consultation going on. What the role of LBS as the national broadcasting system? You should be there to communicate to the people 1 week where you need to develop a county development plan. What you need into that county development plan. You cannot tell somebody to put a development plan who are not seeing flash toilet, water, electricity, who have no idea important towards them and tell you what development plan they want in the next 5 years. And what the duration.
The consultation is good.
It's good, but people need to know.
It's inclusive.
People need to know. Inclusive. Have LBS anything happening? Have you shared that?
We've been reporting.
Have you shared the agenda with the people? Do you know the vision? Do you know the duration? How long?
It's being prepared.
Yeah, but you have a big vision, right? You have a goal. So at the end of the day, if they kind of development plan only for the unity party 5 years or 6 years in power, right after that the new government comes and start. We need a development plan that will go beyond a political government tenure, right? You can't be having it for only 5 years, 6 years when unity party leaving the whole thing finished. No, that's the same with the PAPD. So we need a national development plan that will cut across every sector with the inclusion of the lawmaker. Are lawmakers involved? You say inclusive. Are the lawmakers involved?
There are people involved.
There are lawmakers involved because they are the one going to put money in the budget. They are the one going to discuss the development plan for the district. Are they involved?
So what is your recommendation?
It's inclusive. Inclusive means civil society, the media, the political parties, the representatives, senators, and the government should sit and develop a plan. They should develop a plan. At the end of the day, the legislature have their own program, putting 13.2 million budget for their own development in the county. In the same time, you have a county development plan who have no idea about what the lawmakers want to plan. So if they will have an inclusive program, because the money they use are taxpayer money, it need to be properly accounted for. So everybody doing their own thing. The people in the legislature feel that they're not part of the government. They feel that trying to get President Parker out of the office is different, that they are not part of the government not doing nothing. When they are in the government and then pay by taxpayer money. If one lawmaker think you undermine the government for everybody going, whether it's the senator, representative, the president, chief justice, everybody will go in any trouble in the country. And people need to understand that when they're trying to instigate trouble in the country.
So how does tracking promises, something that you started, I think, with the previous administration, promises and all that, and also tracking the frequency of implementation. How does it help with the entire development of the country and ensuring that leaders are pushed to deliver for their people?
The last time
it seems as if you've shifted from the lawmakers to the president.
We do both. We're doing lawmaker, but the lawmaker we're looking at performance within their two cardinal responsibility, right? So we're not going to field to be thinking about coming to meeting. No, we're talking about how many bills were passed, how many bills came. So, but let's go back to the president. So the president came up with 100-day deliverables. And 100-day deliverable were tracked by us, release a report, we get the president 9% completed and 37% ongoing. After release the report, the government came and brought their own report, so they missed only 4%. I mean, deceiving the president. And the president had to be very careful with such a program. Now we are tracking the campaign promises. So during the campaign, we track promises. During the inaugural speech, we track promises. So you
want the government to believe you?
I mean, but the
government did a self-assessment.
Have you read the report? How will you take UNDP report and say about the government achievement? The president, do you know what I mean?
But they got a partnership government.
Well, let me tell you something. You're not following the government. You're not tracking.
I tracked your report and I read the government.
Do you know how many times the government changed the 100 days? The 100 days were released after 3 months when the government knew they couldn't make it, they changed it. And came up with all the vision. And the government have told them, no, I track him what you say you're going to do. Be frank, right? If you can't make it, you can't make it. Because the time the 100 days was going on, you don't even have a budget. You also discussing the budget. Do you know that the budget will pass and will pull up and will pull down and pull out and will pass what? Do you track that? Why you want to hire? You have to be fair to Liberian people when there are challenges, say there are challenges. That's the same thing the former presidents do. Defend everything and people falling in today is different thing. Be real and make sure that you get people around you who are sincere, who want to make you to succeed. The secrecy in the country is so hard that people want to say that you're number one, you're the best. It was not possible in 100 days with all the budget for the government to achieve 75%. So what they did, they took UN Women report, UN ACR report, UNDP report, and added to the promises and released it. So you're not even reading that.
Now, Nemo does track the presidency and lawmakers. Which ones you really echo? Because
the president.
That's my point.
Yeah, the president.
Why do you place premium on the president?
He's the head of state. He's the implementer of the national budget. He set the agenda for the country. Let me tell you, if you have a government that will make promises and fulfill the promises, care less about the lawmaker. The country can move forward with a president that's willing to work for the Liberian people, put money in the budget, implement project. I mean, we sit with minister. Do you know that most of the promises they send to me on WhatsApp? They send to me on WhatsApp. And when they send it to me on WhatsApp, and when they get in tough, they want change. So we send to me on WhatsApp, I will go to the manifesto, the arrest document, I will screenshot on the ERBC, for example, right? And say, these are the promises they promised, these are the things they promised ERBC. And I'll screenshot and send it to maybe Fagon, this is what the president promised to do. How far you going? Can you give me the status? And you see them say, Eddie, I don't even know how that thing go in the document. That's the thing go through. I just using Fagon as an example, right? That's what go through. So people develop program where people appointing the government don't even know what the president is supposed to do. When they start developing the national development agenda, I told them, are you linking it with the arrest document? Because we holding you accountable for the arrest document. There's a red document you're voted on. You say you're voted based on what you say you want to do. When you come to power in 1 year, you change it. You develop completely different thing. Also, what we're holding you accountable for. So when we release a report, say no, but we're doing different things. But make sure that what you say you're going to do during the election is what we should hold you for. That's what they voted for you for.
Is it part of the meter project that you?
Yes.
That you run.
The meter project with promises. So we have the manifesto given to all the seats, the party. We read them. The Secretary General even to send a document to me. I mean, through the.
So there's some high level of reception here and cooperation on the part of the.
I disagree, but wait for the result.
Unlike the past, but you have to be unlike the past.
Do you know how when I released
cooperation and reception was lacking in the past?
Oh yes, but
you have to.
Yeah, but wait, right? We can measure that when the release come out. When we released the 100-day delay report, it was a whole media campaign for the government, right?
It is.
Let me tell you one thing.
You don't take a segment of.
Let me tell you this. You know what I mean? The Liberian people have decided to believe us. When we released the report was widely discussed, shared all over the country. Even on international media, people were calling me to speak about it. The government went to Mika, said something, and they said, NEMO report is there, our report is there, decide who you want to believe. And we spoke on it, we left it, we're moving forward. Now, we're going straight. We'll be releasing 7-month report very soon on our president meeting on the government. And what I always say is challenge me, right? If I say President Parker say you want to train 10,000 presidents, and that 10,000 presidents should have been completed in July, and July ended, and you're not training nobody, if you say a lot, tell me who the 10,000 presidents train or 2 presidents train, where you training. That's what I want from you. He said going to do 10,000. By the end of July, 10,000 young people. Have you trained anybody? Have you trained anybody? I know the program will launch. So now you launch a program, we capture that as ongoing because you launched the program, but the training has not been done. And that's how we do the report. The reports are completed, ongoing, now retail, not started. Completed means it's completed, the 10,000 have been completed, the training has been done. Good. When it's launching, we say it's ongoing. We retail ongoing. When there's no information, if I read you as the Minister of Finance to say on the Ministry of Finance, these are the promises the government promised to do, I write them. These are the promises the government. These are things the government. Can you give me status of what happening? There was Eddie will come back to you for 6 weeks. Coming back to you, I will soon get back to you. We're doing this. I will rate you as no information available. We will never say the government not doing anything. So who do you bring? When I write them, pretty soon we're going to start writing because we're coming with our report the end of August. We're going to write them. On this ministry, the promises that they will write you. Can you just get all the status? And when you say this, we want proof. And that's what the problem. Do you know that the minister can tell, we have the information, but we don't have proof we have to get approval from the minister? And the approval from the minister will give us the report.
That's the boss. I mean, that's the boss.
That's a public institution.
That's not an issue.
Right, so for me, if I'm ready to say these are the promises on the ministry X, and just give the status of what have you done on these promises, and you say, let me get to the minister and I follow up to time, I will say we don't have information. I'm not going to put and say the minister refused. I will say we don't have information. So if you have like 100 promises and other 40 we don't have information, we don't have information. And we release the report, we come and say, but they may not do much to follow up for the information. I should I be begging you for it? I mean, if we want to continue to move forward, we want to be honest. Public officials.
So what is the goal of the whole the President Meter project?
Performing. So if the manifesto say we'll do this for education, and I expect the president to leave an office to be the Ministry of Education doing it. I expect the government to put money in the budget and the Ministry of Education to deliver. We expect that when the report come up, they sit and say, "Oh, let's see the report. Let's see what we did. Let's see where NEMO went wrong. Let's see what we need to improve." If people start improving on what they promised to do, there'll be improvement in public trust. People start trusting the government, people start liking the government, the performance will increase. But if you put in the budget and you go to the ministry, like the Ministry of Education, you are put together almost 15.1% of the national budget going to education. The first of it can, 85% going to recovering costs. 85% going to recovering costs. So when you only got 50%, 50% cannot achieve what you put in the manifesto. That's what we're having a problem. You go to health ministry, yes, the budget is about 700 some million. It's a peanut for a country. But you put that money in the budget, one lawmaker make $3,000 every month for gasoline, $45,000 for car. How much will lead to implement projects? If people come to government to serve, and to know that when people get angry and go off and they order them suffer and put money in the budget for the people to be able to see what their democratic dividends come to them on, they'll be better. But that's what we get. All the money go back to the few elected officials with very little going to implementing projects.
Okay.
You say yes, you agree with me on that one.
I didn't agree with
you. Agree? Yes.
No, I said okay. You're listening to the Super Money Show on ELBC Radio. No, I believe in democracy. And I believe in the exchange of ideas because I believe that it is, democracy is a marketplace for the competition of ideas. But I also do want to ask you about trust.
Yeah.
it has been widely speculated that you civil society actors, holding government accountable for actions and inactions are also political.
I don't know what I mean.
And do deserve, public trust as well.
Let me say one thing. Before we become civil society, we're Liberian. The reason why you see the country, have you ever seen civil society organize any protest in the country before?
If you have a chance, you'll do that.
I don't need to do it, brother. I love the country, the more the people who in political parties. Let me tell you one thing. 20% of the population are in political parties. Let's say 20% of the population. 80% of us want to see a better life. Brother, I want to make sure that I go to school campuses where children go to school and learn to use their education to improve the country. I went to the hospital on the 26th. I have found already that I was sick. From 11 in the morning to 9 in the morning. From 11 in the evening to 9 in the morning, I went to all the top hospitals. You couldn't find a doctor. Nothing. I went to Fatality Hospital from 11 to 9 in the morning before I found a doctor. When I had a very critical case, somebody would even die of mine. That's a country in, and we shouldn't talk because we're political. You live in the community, see the life that people living. Do you know that the government won election based on accountability and the issue of drugs? You saw people thinking here, we're tired of drugs killing us. The Unity Party won campaign on trust issues. How far going with the fight against drugs?
It's ongoing. It's ongoing.
Yeah, it keep on going.
Okay, so let's talk the hosting of the 11th cohort of the Young Political Leadership School. You said that there is a plan to introduce it at the level of the University of Liberia.
Yeah.
But tell us about the 11th cohort.
So the 11th cohort means that it's the 11th time we're hosting this program. We started in 2016. And the reason why we started this was most of the time people go to election with very limited understanding about why they even go to election. How to plan a campaign, right? How to discuss issues. I mean, different strategy than no one is. So I had the time to travel to this country and saw people. I saw the organization in Georgia that have it done and were very, very good for the country, and they started to bring it back and modify it to benefit African youth. So the first three cohort were basically all Liberian, and we had the fourth one had somebody from Nigeria that came on. He went by. His whole life changed. He became a change maker, strong, influential in the country, and we decided to open the program up to African youth. So today we have almost 11 countries that will be coming to Liberia across all the region, coming from Uganda, Tanzania, different countries, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, everybody coming to Liberia to learn this, right? So this program has benefited young people, not only politics, but leadership, team building, advocacy, emotional intelligence. More people are being destroyed because it's just simple skills, understanding what emotional intelligence is. And when you sit in the country listening, when we are political leaders, it means that more people need to be trained on emotional intelligence. So the program has been running very effective. Right now we have like 6 junior ministers appointed in the government who gather for the program. We get people in Nigeria, Ghana who have been appointed based on the skills and training they got from here. So it became a very big program, highly respected in the region. This program brought the vice president from Sierra Leone to Liberia. First of its kind for a non-governmental organization to bring a high profile politician in the country. So he came here, he saw the program, he called me and said, Eddie, I like the program, I want to take the program, I want you to take the program to Sierra Leone, Guinea, Gambia, Senegal, I will sponsor it. I said, no. He said, well, I said, I want this to be a Liberian thing. I want people to come see Liberia, learn from Liberia, build never Liberia so that it can be something for Liberia own. And he said, okay, but what I will do for you, I will organize the program in my country, so you come there with young people and just spend some time together. So let them look that. I took 75 young people from 5 different African countries to Sierra Leone for a week. The vice president of Sierra Leone fully sponsored that program. It cost them more like $40,000. The accommodation, the 5-star hotel, buses were assigned to all, everything was done, right? And that's the respect. And when we got to Sierra Leone, from the president office all the way down to the ministers, they were coming to speak to young people. In Liberia, been very difficult. Right, people see that a different thing. In fact, when we started with the University of Liberia, but then Dr. Samuel Nelson was dean of student affairs, Fabian was student affairs. When I wrote in the recommend student, he said, Eddie, the student already is so complicated. I mean, they are not even going through the program. I can't control them. I'm afraid I said, bring them. And I tell you, after the University of Liberia students are going through the program, the tension in the university stopped. When we wrote Dr. Nelson this year to see how we can incorporate the program, he said, Eddie, this program has changed young people's attitude at the University of Liberia. Young people are the one that leading change to see everything.
I'm looking at the time. The time of training is very short.
It's not short. It's a 5 days and it's a whole year engagement. So we train you. We give you support to organize program in the community. Right now we get at the USM Master we get like 24 weeks fellowship with most of the alumni from the program. We have a big alumni association. We give support to go in the community to work. Election coming in Ghana, some of our alumni will be there working. In Nigeria, they are working. People are using the skill. We don't get train and leave. It's a post-training activities. 5 days may be short, they cost a lot of money.
But who is qualified to be?
You got to be patriotic Liberian or patriotic young people. Patriotic mean that you are committed to some work in your community. You are contributing to national development. You have the academic qualification like college student, college graduate. You are activists, advocates, civil society leaders. You are a young politician. These are the people that qualify. And the competition is very, very tough. This cohort have 3,000 people from across many African countries. We had to do the vetting. International vetting committee was set up people from different countries. We went through the application, shortlisted, interview to get 100%. So we got 100% out of 3,000. So you know how tough it is. So and the recently I had a engagement with the team, and most of them had police officers coming for the training. We have people working in the legislature, people working with international. They are all coming for the training. The training is something when you go to with journalists, we get like 3 or 4 journalists, people from Pong County, Nima, Lofa, people coming from all over. This training, people who are going through it again, the testimony is so big. I don't know how it looked at, but I can tell you in the next 5, 6, 7 years, you will go to the ECWA Parliament and see young people sitting on there who are illuminated young political leadership school from different West African countries sitting and discussing how to make West Africa a better place to be. It will not be corrupt politicians who sit on there and exploit people and use young people for the wrong reason. You will have people who will be passionate about making the country better.
Okay. And so I see here from August 12th to the 16th.
And the president will be the keynote speaker.
Okay.
And the Minister of Foreign Affairs will also be speaking.
Okay.
We have Senator Edwin Snow will be speaking, sharing his experience, a political journey from the NPP youth lead up to becoming senator and working with the ECOWAS Parliament at a high profile, sharing experience, inspiring young people. While the president's talking about his success story, inspiring the group. The Foreign Minister will be talking about general issue across Africa, inclusive development. We had 2 speakers coming from Sierra Leone, the anti-corruption chair. He had done a lot of work to recover a lot of student money from Sierra Leone. He also started with credential audit. He will be coming along with the general Minister of Social Welfare. She will be coming. We have facilitated from the program for young politicians in East Africa, Uganda will be coming. We have the head for policy influence coming from Ghana. We have a very big team coming. We have Dr. Garnett from the University of Liberia. He's very specialized in emotional intelligence. She will also be there. We have a 16 session, 9 speakers. Very big team. And I will invite you to the opening session. I know you'll be there.
I will be there.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the Super Morning Show. Mr. Eddie Jawolo is the Executive Director of Nemot Partners for Democratic Development. We're discussing a wide range of issues, including Nemot, the work that they do as well, how it strengthens democracy in Liberia. I mean, have you been able to, over the years you've worked, command the respect of both the public in the international community as well?
Yes, probably. I communicate with people that you don't visa. Not because you been in US embassy can't do so. I mean, we talk to great people. We speak to leaders. I'm gonna tell you all the dedication I come in the country, especially from the.
But that helps to build the reputation of the organization.
It's credibility, Vavi. Yeah. It's a credibility. And Vavi, I'm very lucky with a very strong team. We have a team of over 25 staff. And all of that staff, we're like 3 old person. The staff is very young, talented young people, well schooled, passionate about the work we do. We have served across the 15 countries. Every country you go to in Liberia, they have people who are benefited from our program, who serve and volunteer. We have 2 offices. I think we're the only civil society group so far. We can also have 2 offices very active. We have an office, regional office in Pong. A lot of young people there volunteering. We're getting support. I mean, we're just passionate about the country. People will not say, oh, we're politicians. We just want to see a better country, probably. I really want to see a better country. I had the time to leave the country to go US or anywhere to stay. But I mean, the love for life is just so much fun. But I not slept for more than 5 hours in the last 6 years. I wake up every day thinking about how to do something different, how to make the country better. I drive on the street and see people that it's not being possible to see people on the street when they should be working or in school. I mean, you come out of the country driving, you emotionally driving, and like it's not possible to see somebody the way like we see young people walk in the street. You live in a community, one person having more than 5 or 50 lights on around the house. Many people in that. I mean, people wake up in the morning, they have bucket going for water. I mean, the whole system is I mean, we have few people enjoying the country. And majority of people continue to be poor. And the more people they make poor is the people that use to vote for them. I mean, the country have been poor for 177 years old because the political elite. Politicians are going to build the country for them. And when they get to power, they have no what to do but to say, I mean, the president is not doing nothing. What are you doing? I look forward to see a country where the minister can go up there, raise money, and do something better than the taxpayer money to sit and buy a car for the $5,000. A small organization, I mean,
do you want government job anytime soon?
The confirmation will not go through it because I will tell them the truth. They will not confirm me. I will not be confirmed. I'm sure. The second thing, I will not be able to go to the airport to see the president leaving the country or coming back in the country. I won't do that.
But the fact that you even agree to be appointed, I mean, you want to.
I'm gonna be where I don't need it because I tell you, I will not be a single fan, right? I would not take a government job where I have to go to the airport to see the president leaving the country. I will not take a government job where I got to go to the airport to see the president coming. If I want to work in government, I will work in that department and make it the best. That the president will say yes, he had no regret putting me there. But for now, I don't think he's going government.
Anyway, let's.
I'll be with Gerald the confirmation hearing because they're not going to confirm and tell them what I want.
Let's take calls. Call us on 0770581886. Eddie Jawolo is my guest this morning on the show. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning, family.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Hotel calling. I call from New Jersey Belt.
Yeah, let's hear you, sir.
I mean, say hi up to my senior man so much here in team because one president make it. I want to say stay firm, and you did it for the past 6 years. It was great. And when you give this current
almost ran away.
Last time, yeah, people were all around him here and there, and this is the only way they will be very strong in working because. From their past now, they will learn from what. Because the president meant good, but his surrounding account can be the problem. So I want to say thank you. God bless you, Mr. Jawol, and your team. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Valerie Kamara, this is Dr. Thomas, the Bitola Junior Course in Batala Bung County.
Yeah, let's hear you. So.
And let me say thanks to your studio guest for his excuse in how big that he is a pictorial librarian. But I want to ask a question. And they asking about how can one be recruited as a member of NAMBO, and you talked about you got to be a patriotic citizen and serving the society. And I want to know how can you determine if a person become a patriotic citizen or serving the community? Why you can do a credential audit or maybe background investment when it comes to carrying and other stuff.
Okay.
Because there are people who are serving the community and then they are patriotic. Probably you may not know because they are now focused or familiar with media and other stuff. How can you determine that, sir? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bobby Addison, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to my former workmate, Eddie from Kiss FM. How are you doing this morning?
Good, Bobby.
Thank you. Well, Eddie, I have first to commend you and the question. I want to say thank you for the hard work that you are carrying on in our country. And you talk about what's happening at the Capitol building, your experience there. I worked there more than 20 years from Senator Balu days up to Buffer Chambers. You are absolutely right. At that Capitol building, the lawmakers will say if they improve your livelihood, you want to take that job. It is left with you now to think whether to take it or leave it. If you dress good, they get annoyed. You want to go to school, some of them get annoyed. But Eddie, I want you to go back to that Capitol building, this administration. Just this morning, I listened to one of the radio stations. Civil servants, those that are on the CSA pay, are not taking their pay because they continue to implode without going through the process. So, Eddie, there's a need for your institution because your institution is like an institution that is doing auditing. So thank you for the hard work. And before I leave, what is your relationship with community radio stations across the country? Because of my background, even family is students background community radio station. Are you in partnership with community radio station? If you are, Radio G County, Mount County, and also Maryland, those community radio stations across in the southeast, the working partnership. Foolish men or women prefer listening to the community radio station, and now with state radio here BC, then they say that true. Then the method that true. I hear on my own radio.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. What's yeah?
Well, people are doing from River District Town.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, let me appreciate your studio there this morning. Look, you know that only brave men can serve in that positions because you found that you had a government, you had the other people on the other side here. So that only brave men can be a civil society. I let the way the next school give money, let me make my day. But I want to advise you that I can't leave. Then you take a video to the southeastern region or use the local radio to so we're looking at some of the improvement I can be on to. Yeah, instead of just really in the capital just give out the necessary information. But I let it come down, let it be to straighten out things in nearby counties.
Okay.
The River G.
Yeah, he should do more tour of the counties, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Call us on 0770 581886. Good morning.
770.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
You speak to Nicholas from Lofa.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this program and listening. So I want to know, because in Lofa, some of us got somehow interest in what you're saying. Want to see how best our country can be built, Liberia, because Liberia is for all of us. You cannot leave this country and go somewhere else. So based on that, we as young people, I don't know what you got some offer in Lofa so that some of us can start doing some things to see how best.
Okay. Whether he's running a project there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. You will respond. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. What's your name?
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your name?
Thank you. Thank you to the studio girl. It's a sound manner. Very, very inspiring. I speak to us a lot this morning. Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. I think I can take two more calls and go back to Mr. Eddie Jauro. Good morning. Morning.
Okay, this is Elder John McIntosh.
Elder John, you from the radio smarter?
Yeah, I'm away from it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to tell Mr. Jauro that he is an asset to this country. And because of political reasons, people are not realizing it. But he has helped a lot of young people. I worked with him, and I know what I'm talking. That record issue he's talking about, in his office, you go there, you see bunch of files. Everything you do, you have to document it. And when I was working there, I had my own record book. Every day, anything I did, I recorded it so that when the people came for reporting, you just flow like that. So that's the problem we have in Liberia. We don't write down things. We don't keep documents. It's affecting every sector of this country here. Mr. Jauro, thank you very much for what you're doing.
Thank you very much. Morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Obiana MD. I'm calling from Bassa.
Yeah, let's say you from Bassa.
I want to say thank you to the student. I want to know if you have a branch in Bassa.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Jauro, you can respond to the concerns. A couple of questions where, your activities, are they in the counties? That's the strength of ERBC. You can get calls everywhere.
So, yes, in the 15 counties we have coordinators. Only in the Bon county we have a full office. expensive to maintain office, Bobby. We have a full office, regional office in Pond County, controlled by Prince. I know you know Prince Cooper from Radio
Yeah,
Banga.
yeah.
He's our coordinator. But all the 15 counties, we have people there. I mean, in Lofa, there's a guy called Eric. Eric is our focal president. We implemented a lot of projects in Lofa. In fact, we gave almost like 100% their small grant to make business, women and youth. We have trained more than 500 marginal women and youth in Lofa County. We gave money to build small offices in Zozo, Vanjama, all the area we have. You see physical project that will be there. In Lofa, in Nima, the city, we have like 5 different projects. We're going one guy called Steve. Across the 15 counties, I may not be able to call all the coordinator name because that's the work of the program office. We have people there. In Basa, we're working with many. For the community radio station, currently we're working with 5 community radio stations. We have a 1-year project. It's in Buchanan, Bong, Nima, Lofa, and most other counties. Most other we're using Kiss FM. In Lofa, we're using 22 U radio. In Bong, we're using Radio Banga. In Basa, we're using Abligay.
Ablige.
Yeah, I'm just forgetting the name from Nima, but it's cost a lot. But we can't go all alone. It's cost a lot, but we'll try our best to see how we can get reach up the people. We are doing a lot of publications.
A community-based approach is necessary to the work to do.
We are doing like 50 town hall meetings, right? Taking report to the community, looking at our 100-day report, our different project report. We are doing like 5 different publications every year. We are doing a publication on legislative engagement guide advocacy for Liberia. That book have everything you need to know about a lawmaker. They have their telephone number, the email addresses, the committee you own. So if you want to have you want to reach up anybody how to do it, the committee on broadcasting, the number there, the telephone number, the email address, the person need, the candidate from. So everything have been done. We distributed that. We share with all the lawmakers. Some lawmakers don't even know what they should be doing. So we are doing a lot of education that we don't analysis of the budget, focus on the rest. So now that the president agenda is on the arrest and we're tracking it, we want to know how much money going in the budget for arrest. 51.2% of the national budget going to the arrest document. We're tracking that already. We are doing a report, release it. We are doing a policy brief on the educational sector. So the policy brief was done was six policy recommendations. We share it with the government. We're doing a lot to help the government. But people not reading. People see that when you say civil society, just no go. No, we're not no go. We're going to school with Lane. Yeah, we're going to school with Lane. I mean, this is our passion. For me, I'm a born activist. To just sit down and sit down somewhere, just talk. No, and I let people challenge me for what I'm doing. And I want to invite you to my office. I'll tell you, my office is even better than some of the ministries. Go there. I have like 15 kilowatt solar panel electricity. All my staff have access to everything they need to do to be effective. We are competing right now. Like I say, in the region, we're making impact. People walk to the office and see what we're doing. Team people are specialized in different areas. About 4 of our staff are master degree holder. They specialize. We provide more international capacity building program for them. They are learning and they're coming back to make the institution strong. If you go to Ghana, you see it. Go to Nigeria, you see it. Only like bro feel like you might be high school graduate or first degree holder, or you might not get no skill to run civil society. No. Civil society is a part of supporting the government. If nobody there to tell the government you're making a mistake, you do it. I tell you, Father, open it. If President, we are going to listen to some of the recommendation again, you're going to win election. There are a lot of things that CDC did that no one talk about it. Because everybody focusing on praising the president, saying the good thing about him, then telling the people what is it they have done. And if the government want to succeed, they need to improve on communication. If the unity party depend on Facebook to communicate with the people that are making mistakes, then they invest enough money into communication. Going to Ministry or information, press briefing is nothing. You need to get to the community. You need to educate the people about what the government is doing. You need to talk about the budget process. You need to talk about the different program. This whole national development agenda, it should be resonating across the country, or else it will just be more people things. You need enough money. APC need to be in the counties. You need to educate the people about what the government doing, what the government plan. You talk about the audit report, the building tension. What is it the government saying? The government have to be proactive, informing people about the audit. What is it going after? What the process they're using? So nobody feels the vision. And the people need to know what is government doing. And if you can invest into communication, my brother, the government wasting time. And I hope that President Bwaka and the people around him will sit down and say, look, let's focus on educating the people what we're doing. Okay. And I'm happy with they work with the civil servant agency. I think they're doing a very good job to make sure you clean the civil servant, but make sure you put the right people to get the job done. With the local government decentralization, I see the government is moving very fast, doing a lot of work. The people need to be on top. Don't just get news, we finish. ABS, don't just be news. It should be documentary. It should be interviewing people. Let people get feedback. Whether right or wrong, the president listen to the feedback and find a way to correct it. That would be some of our recommendation. But as civil society, we are Liberian. A Liberia is not peaceful. We will not work as civil society. And I also think that people should take advantage of the rule of law, right? If you are accused or indicted, I think people should go to the court, get the best lawyers, see how they can be vindicated. Then you start to end violence in the country. I mean,
so people shouldn't see this as a wish.
It can be wish on. Go to the court. Go to the court. If you're free, you're free. I mean, the first thing the government decide to use the court to indict you. I mean, I think people should better
use the same court.
It's the same court, right?
Vindicate yourself.
We shouldn't do anything that will bring the country back to conflict. We know right now about television, what happened in Nigeria, what happened in Kenya, what happened in the UK, France. Like, we're not ready for that. We don't have anything. We don't want one demonstration that will destroy everything because more people are not educated, will be used for fighting out of the get on the street and cause problems. We want the government to speak as a team. What are your representative? What are your senator? When the country is destabilized, it's a civil unrest, you're not going to work. So whatever you're doing as government official, be conflict sensitive. Be conflict sensitive. Don't be looking at Bwaka because when Bwaka fall, everybody will fall, and there'll be no government. And we don't want to reach that level. So thank you for the platform.
What a way to end there, Mr. Jawolo. Thank you very much for being on the show. We will do this regularly. I mean, this is especially the recommendations that come from you, civil society organizations. They're very important to ensuring that the government succeeds and will have a functioning democracy.
Sure, and what the government is as a partners of we want that, like you say, I spend a lot of time in the legislature. I do a lot of work. I do a lot of publication. I do a lot of training and making donation. I'm not supposed to do it, but if we do many move, we should be able to support so that the support we're giving it can make it better. And I also hope that the government will see LBS and the media as a partner to get people informed about what the government is doing.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. He's Eddie Jawolo, the Executive Director of Nemos Partners for Democratic Development. He's been my guest, just chipping in on the work that they do as civil society and how it helps to strengthen our democracy. My name is Vafle Kamara. You can join me tomorrow. We should be having the Justice Minister tomorrow, Councillor Oxford Twere. As soon as that is confirmed, indeed, it will be communicated to